You understand the name Kasao? Can you imagine somebody and the boyfriend being on phone? Like, now come to me now you crack here. Listen, this one say, won't you talk? And the person will say, you two talk, I need to talk. You two talk. Hey, talk, oh, you two talk. Okay, so if there's nothing to talk about, and then the other person, so are you cutting the line? If you are not talking about anything, why should somebody be on the line wasting credit? And the women are always expecting that it is the men that will initiate the communication. Communication is a vital thing in every relationship. Most relationships and marriages are going down because of lack of communication and miscommunication. Two, lack of communication and miscommunication, they are not the same. And you see, before a relationship can progress into the next stage, if there is no solid foundation of communication, it cannot even move to the next step. Nothing can happen. And one of the problems I have are the things people talk about when they are not what Ghana people term talking stage. People don't ask relevant questions. The relevant questions that will help them, for them to build, to be able to move to the next stage of the relationship, they don't ask. And here, the problem is the women. They are always reluctant. Master, I don't know 39. Now first time I will call you, who will be 39. Now what is 32? Who be 32? Why do you lie about your age? I don't understand why people will lie about their age. And I'm not a major as and I am normal. I don't see it to be normal. Me 26, I don't know also maybe 26. And then later when the person finds out, the person knows, you see, there are people who can take lies. There are some of us, lies are a no for us. Because I've made this statement here before, and I'm making it again. Okay? Anybody that lies can kill. Anybody that lies can cheat. Anybody that lies can destroy. It's simple. Because once you lie to me, and the Bible says that if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? If you must begin a relationship on the bedrock of lies, the relationship has already collapsed before going in. Because there is no way the man or the woman will ever believe you. So on your first date or on that your talking stage, avoid lies. And sometimes I don't blame the men. Because there are things that the women want to hear before they get them. So they give to them. And they go in, they realize that it is not so. A woman can forgive, but if one, no, because anytime I am with you, whatever you tell me, I will start painting holes. It will be difficult for me to trust you again. So when you are starting every relationship, have it in mind that the first thing that must come into your mind, that you are building a rock of trust through what you are talking about. If a man and a woman cannot trust you with your words, they cannot trust you with your life. Listen. But the Bible says that from the words that we speak, they are spirit and they are life. So we don't just speak. Whatever we speak carries power. There is a reason why we speak what we speak. So when you begin to lie with somebody you want to be in a relationship with the idea or the mindset of getting married, and it is lies upon lies, know that day, that relationship has already gone down. Is somebody here tonight?
Yes, please.
You see, in our African setting or in the Ghanaian setting, we are trained in such a way that it is nowadays when the Montessori's came that children are being trained to speak up. But in the olden days, how dare you that you so you see, our upbringing and our way of training has affected the way we communicate. You, the people that you were brought up in that setting, how many of you have the courage to even speak to your parents about what you go through? So most of it are not, we confide in our friends, not in our. Because even the way they teach you about sex, they make it look like sex is a demon. I told you here that when I was growing up, any man that you tell me you love me, I know that you want to destroy my life, because that's what my mother told me. My mother told me that when a man calls you and you go, you get pregnant, and your life will be destroyed. So as I was growing up, I had it in mind that when you call, I'll start crying that you want to destroy my life. Because the first day, I didn't have my menses early. Okay, I think after SS1 when I got back home. So that was what my mother told me. I remember at our sitting hall, that's what my mother said. Some man make a chair me. No senior quarter, no one then I know says yeah. Now say said better from now pa obey. Debut, a year tree cast as a better from now pa. One can make a man find a Casaqua, as a Casaqua. Oh, come, if a man calls you and before you get ready. And I told you that my mother was operating a canteen at Kofredia, high court canteen at Kofredia. And these guys from Septek, all of them were eating there. And I had a very, very bubbly body. I was never a fan because I knew that I had beautiful legs.
I can see. Hey!
Do you understand? So I knew how I was. So I cannot even wear a skirt that would be beneath my knee. That was not how I was dressed. You understand? Yeah. So every time they come there to eat, me and maybe I'm not going to you see? So that was what I had in mind. Even when I go to the university, when I went to Lagos, I didn't understand what you see. And I happened to be at a place where a lot of young Santua people, okay. And you know those Kumasi, I went to St. Roses, can you imagine? How can you go and jump a wall at St. Roses? It cannot happen. What was the Roman sister do you understand? I just didn't understand a lot of things that these ladies were saying. And they didn't understand why I have come to Lagos and I was a virgin. They didn't understand. And that's why they understand why they have mothers and they have managed to have sex. How did they do it? You cannot do that at your mother's house. Are we here? So the way we were brought up, so a lot of the things that I learned it at the hostel because by God's grace the girls there were spoiled. You see, even when I told you that my first time I went to the club, I went to sleep. I didn't tell you. Let me go with that.